Family gatherings around the holidays can be such a wonderful time, but they can also be very stressful for a number of families. Dr. Ken Robbins, Medical Director of the Psychiatric Unit at Stoughton Hospital, as well as Senior Editor at Health.com and Caring.com, back with us this afternoon. Dr. Robbins, thanks so much.
Pleasure.
Good to see you. We all have someone in our lives that probably fits this description, right? Not just family.
And this is the time of year where they seem to appear.
All right, you say there is one key to dealing with somebody that may be difficult. What is that?
Well, if there is one key, the key is to recognize that they're not the ones who are going to change. If you've been through this 25 years and you believe this is the year that's going to be different and you're not going to do anything to change it, you're probably going to be out of luck.
Okay. You say there are three things to consider. If they are not critical of everyone, but mostly of you, it's worth considering if they are likely angry about something from the past.
Yeah, so if this is somebody who tends to be critical, but they haven't been critical long term, they've just been critical in the last year or two, and they're not critical of other people, they're critical of you, then probably they're angry about something, and you need to try to figure out when was there a change and what might have happened to cause this.
So when is it important to have a conversation about that then?
Yeah, if this is somebody who hasn't always been critical of you and this is a change, then it's nice to resolve it so that this doesn't go on. They may not be aware themselves of what it is that changed the relationship, so sometimes you have to do a little detective work.
Do a little digging. If they're not usually critical but have been recently, and they are critical of everyone, that may actually signal depression. Exactly.
So if it's not just you they're critical of, it's everyone, but this is a recent change, then you start thinking about what's wrong with them, what's going on with them, are they depressed?
Okay. The third point, I think this is one everybody might be waiting for. They're critical of everyone, and they've always been that way. It's likely a personality issue. So what do you do?
Well, these are difficult people. They lead with criticism to protect themselves. That's simply the way they've learned to deal with the world. And if you criticize them back, they get angry. They believe the criticism they're giving of you is helpful. They believe they're offering you this incredibly valuable advice and you should be taking advantage of it. And when you make it clear you're not happy, they get their feelings hurt. And so you have to decide, do you want to confront them, as you probably usually do, and let them know you're not happy with this criticism, in which case they get more critical and more angry? Or do you want to try to find a way to change this pattern? And often what that requires is treating them in a special way that they believe they deserve, even though you may not agree with that.
So swallow your pride, just be a little nicer than maybe you think you should be and get through it.
Well, recognize that this is a problem they have and that they have it in all their relationships, that they have an overvalued sense of themselves, okay, and they probably run into this trouble all the time. And maybe it's not worth battling.
Oh, it's not worth battling. All right, Dr. Ken Robbins, thank you so much. I wish we had more time to talk about this.